Hi, my name is Piotrek, and I'm representing Europe for Youth Association from Krakow, Poland. In Larpocracy, I'm involved in Work Package 2 and Work Package 5. In Work Package 2, we are gathering data about existing LARP games, looking which design elements of those games can foster democratic education. In Work Package 5, we're focusing on LARP conventions. We are going to LARP festivals around Europe and beyond, trying to check which elements of those conventions can make them more democratic and more inclusive spaces for participants. We are making observations, talking to organizers, interviewing participants in order to figure out ideas, best practices that will later be checked and put in practice during the festival that we will organize in 2026. My Point Festival will happen in Krakow, during which we will put all our findings into test, in the same time giving participants opportunity to play some great games and have fun. So, if you don't know what to do in May 2026, definitely you should be in Krakow on My Point Festival.
My name is Barbara. I work in Europe for Youth Association. That's a Polish partner in Larpocracy Consortium. We are the organization that is working with young people, mostly for young people, with young people, so in the field of youth work, let's say. And we are quite famous from using LARP as an educational tool for supporting democratic skills, competences, attitudes among young people. And yeah, we've been doing and designing and codifying educational LARPs on democracy. And that's something that we're pretty proud of.
So, hi folks, I'm Marcin Słowikowski, also known as Słowik. I'm based in Poland and I'm LARPing for almost 20 years. I'm glad to be working on Work Package 5 and Work Package 2. So, Work Package 2 is researching how LARPs, LARP techniques, LARP meta techniques, LARP activities can help us in foster more deliberative way of acting and how they can foster democratic way of acting. And Work Package 5 is to check and research how LARP activities and LARP spaces are designed and maybe have tips for other spaces that would be designed that way.
For me, Larpocracy is a way to open up the community to the wider audience. LARPs are done by LARPers and for LARPers, which is great, but at least in many countries, it's still a niche hobby. I hope that through the project, we'll manage to reach out to the people who never heard about LARPs or heard about LARPing and thought it's not for them, and give them the impulse to try. Larpocracy is all about inclusivity. We are trying to figure out what barriers could stop certain groups from joining LARPs and discuss how to overcome those barriers.
Larpocracy to me is a way to prove, kind of. So the results of the whole project will be an ultimate proof for our work to be effective. No, if anybody asks, like, yeah, but how do you know that people are getting, the democracy may be supported, or people are getting the competence and skills to improve democracy? This will be the proof. Here you have. This is our evidence.
Larpocracy for me is a possibility to share the tool I use with other people to help them in their lives. And in the times of stressed democracy, I think we need to build communities and we build sharing understanding and empathy. And I believe LARPs are great tools for that.
Of course, LARP is a great tool to foster democracy. It's a unique space to learn social responsibility. During the games, we can see the direct consequences of the decisions of our characters. We can see how they influence other players, how they influence the group, the society our character is living in. We can see their emotions. We can even talk to them after the game, ask how they felt and about our character and about what we did. And it's all happening in a safe environment. Each LARP should end up with the debriefing. This is a space where after the game, players can talk about actions of their characters, their feelings, and emotions. This is also where they draw conclusions from the situations in-game and in real life. This is where the learning happens. If we manage to learn how to be democratic in LARP, we'll also manage to be democratic in real life.
I believe LARP is a tool to boost, develop, improve democracy, as in a co-designed space created by participants, for participants, and for the purposes that they believe is common for them, but also as the LARPs in which democratic skills, democratic systems may be reinforced and built, as in the LARP design by itself. What I've been observing in different sorts of LARPs, it doesn't have to be necessarily a LARP about democracy, but generally the LARPing culture is a participative culture. Developing, like being part of those grassroots events means actually being part of a movement that boosts participation, inclusion, deliberation, building community. So all those things that are missing in nowadays democracies, and that's the way to fill the gaps, I believe.
I believe LARP is a great tool for democracy because it teaches us a lot about ourselves, our perspective on the world, and how to reach other perspectives. Because if we are acting as somebody else, we learn empathy and we learn other perspectives. And this is so much important in democracy, to learn how the other people are there with us.